ghost was fucking with my microphone.
You and the ghosts.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes, I can hear everyone.
Yeah.
What about me?
I could definitely hear you.
All right. Count us in.
3, 2, 1, go!
Boom, you fucking cunts.
Boom!
Welcome to another episode of Necro Electric. I'm your host, Jonathan D. Skellington. This is my bride, the lovely Kylie Skellington. This is Oscar's bitch. The sorceress of the sound mixer.
He probably would be like, yeah.
Jordan Fernandez.
Hello.
And today, it's her third appearance on the show, I believe. Yeah, we have the Eastside Market Halloween special, and now she gets her own episode. Miss Ann BOO BOO.
Yay.
What's your last name?
Almanza.
Almanza.
Yes, I'm half Mexican, so
Nice. That's the other half.
Irish. So
Oh,
that's my whiteness
okay.
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Incognito.
Yes.
All right. You have never done Who the Hell Are You?
Who the hell am I? Yeah.
So we're gonna grill you. But first, hit that subscribe button.
Hit it.
Smash it, like it, tell your friends, tell your mama,
Red fuckers.
tell your grandmama.
Tell your grandma so she could say yuck.
All right, we're gonna try to guess the first two questions. All right.
Okay, ready?
So,
okay.
So don't say your answer just yet.
Yeah.
But are you a witch, a vampire, a werewolf, a pirate, a troll, or I'm missing one?
Monster Hunter.
Monster hunter.
Yeah.
Do I answer now
Okay.
or not yet?
We'll go. I say you would be a witch.
All right.
I put witch.
A witch.
For some reason, I thought troll.
I'm a witch, man.
Boom. You had the witchy
Although
vibe.
I do like trolls a lot.
Right?
Yeah. It's the hair.
Yeah.
All right. Question 2. What kind of porn do you watch?
Okay.
Ooh,
Let's
this
see.
is a difficult one.
Let's all silently
I got
judge
one.
her.
I got one.
All right.
Oh man, this is hard. Wait.
Do, 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 do,
Um,
do, 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 do.
okay.
All right. I think they should say their answers, then we'll say what we guess.
Yeah. Okay. Say your answer first.
All right. So probably most of the time lesbian.
Oh man, I should have put that.
Aww.
I put
I'm
butt
interested-
stuff.
That stuff. No.
I said hentai.
Hentai?
I'm into it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't far off.
I like
put
anime.
orgy.
Orgy.
You know, not so much, man. I don't know what it is about orgies that just.
It feels like it would be too much happening.
I
There's
think
too many
so.
body
And,
parts rolling
I really
around.
like when the person looks like they're enjoying it, at least. And so.
yeah.
Well, because you're kind of a performer, you're a singer and an artist and stuff, so I
Yeah.
thought you like to
Entertain
be,
everybody.
be around a
at the same
crowd.
time.
No, 'cause I'm definitely like a loner too. So.
That's funny.
But
Well, you
not
could be
not
off in the corner of the
masturbation
orgy.
Porn, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just too much for me. Too many body parts.
Going on,
I gotta no, that's okay.
Also, it's hard to keep everyone occupied at the same time. Like,
Yeah, I feel like there'd be the odd man out who was like, Can I get in there? Just the all like ruining the vibe.
Yeah.
Go
Like
away, Ron.
Tapping people on the shoulder.
Excuse me.
I'd
My
like-
turn.
I'd like to get by. Can I get in, please? Can I get a crumb of dick, please?
All right, third question. You're on your deathbed. What's your biggest regret so far?
oh damn, man. I don't know. Maybe I regretted moving away from the Bay Area, but now I don't so much. But that was my biggest regret that I can think of most recently. I try not to have too many regrets.
Yeah.
Because like that seems like a waste.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know,
But-
she's from where we're from, or she lived there for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there
Okay.
for 8 years, so it was
Okay.
really fun. Yeah.
Except for the traffic in
I
the
didn't drive.
smog and
Yeah. I lived I was on my bicycle all the time, took
Yeah.
the bus, but
were you in Frisco?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I lived in the tenderloin. Had
Oh.
some crazy shit
That's
happen.
You had an adventure every day?
Wild, man. Wild. Yeah.
I've only ever heard the name the tenderloin. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Just imagine like you're walking down the street and there's hundreds of people around you all the time, and then there's people that are they just hang out by the buildings.
Yeah.
And as you're
'Cause they
walking, no
live
matter
there.
if you're like a woman or a dude or whatever, they have something to say.
Whether it's offering you drugs,
Well,
Yeah.
my
or
corner
telling
was
you
drug
you have a
dealers. My corner
Yeah.
had a guy stabbed to death.
Yeah.
My ex
Jesus.
was stabbed, walking me back to my hostel.
Oh my God!
See
You could get
people shit on
lucky.
the
Yeah, I was about to say get
streets.
lucky and turn over and there's somebody just copping a squat staring at
But
you.
Right
there's
in the
also
middle of the
lots of cool
sidewalk.
things that happen there too, like in the street wearing costumes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some fun times.
This definitely makes me realize that I've lived a very sheltered life
Yeah.
because
We need to take her to San Francisco and just see what
because
Yeah.
the most probably extreme thing I've ever seen is when I lived in Okinawa. And the Japanese or the Okinawans it's island life. They're very relaxed. And one of the first few days that I was there, I went walking along the seawall and I saw this dude just drop trout and just piss into the ocean. He doesn't have a care in the world, dick flapping in the wind. He's not even holding it.
Ocean.
And I was just it just didn't even register me what was happening until I got close enough, and then I was like, "Oh my God!" And I just power walked away. I was like, "Oh shit!"
There's parts of San Francisco that have 10 and 12 ways. You know what I mean? Like a 4-way stop.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a circle, but
Yeah.
everybody has to do this shit.
Ugh.
And people will actually camp on the little islands in between the things.
Yeah.
And so not only are they all over your fucking cars, trying to wash your fucking window with dirty rags or
Ugh.
yelling at you, or there's a lot of
They're
them are
just sitting
yeah.
on your car hood.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
At a stoplight.
Some are punk
Yeah.
rockers doing it for
Yeah.
whatever, but then
Yeah.
some are just mentally fucking
Yeah.
insane.
Okay.
And some people just shit right on there. You're just parked,
Shit in the
stressed out.
street.
Yeah.
You're stressed out trying to oh, is it my turn? Is it what's
Yeah.
going on?
I don't
Yeah.
know. If I was having a really bad day and I just looked over and saw someone taking a shit, I just think I would lose it. I would just be like, "God damn it!"
Me and my friend had this thing. We would do deliveries of granola bars around the city.
Uh-huh.
And if we saw a penis that day, we knew it was going to be a good day.
Okay.
There you go, the lucky
Yeah,
penis sighting.
yeah, it's-
But there are tons of cool tattoo shops
Yeah.
and there are
There's
tons
just
of
lots of cool
There's cool
fun
areas for sure. Lots of cool oddities shops.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I've always wanted to go. I just,
Lots
I
of
never really had the
food.
opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah, food's bomb.
park hangs. It's great.
Okay. Okay.
Dolores Park is where it's at.
Yeah. That's where we had our first date.
Yeah.
Nice. It's
Drinking 40s with 2 gay dudes in front of us. All oiled up. I was like,
They're like
Yeah.
Sexy Jesus contest.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Easter.
A what?
Sexy Jesus.
Oh
Contest,
no!
yeah.
Ay, Dios mío! I'm so sorry. Ay, Jesus.
BDSM festival, Folsom Street Fair.
Oh,
so
yeah.
lots of
That
naked
would be
people.
interesting.
It's very interesting. Lots of everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
I've only
Blocks of it. Blocks.
Yeah.
I've only ever been to LA, and I hated it. I hated
LA's
LA.
a totally different vibe.
I hate it.
I went to what is that famous beach over there? Venice Beach. And the only cool thing about it were the artists, the local artists that were trying to sell their stuff. I mean, that was amazing. And then the freak house, the freak show house that we passed by,
Oh, yeah.
that was super cool.
Shout out to Morg.
So, yeah, but other than that, I hated it. I was like, it's smelly. There's too many people. There's
Yeah.
traffic. I really hate this town. So,
Venice is cool. It's just over the years it got really pushy. So it's before performers would kind of chill on the side of the sidewalks in between the beach and the thing, and then
Cut you off.
yeah, now you got the famous dude that rollerblades and plays guitar and wears the fucking dick
Speedo?
huggers. Yeah.
Oh.
But if you don't tip him, then he's a
Banana
fucking
hammock.
dick. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
And then you'll have people that they'll stop the whole flow of the sidewalk and they'll do some parkour shit and then you get the guys with the buckets and they're just everybody's fucking hostile and
yeah.
if you're not gonna tip, don't fucking watch. You know?
I had a guy definitely shove his demo tape and several stickers into my purse, and I was just like, oh my God. And the guy I was with was like, back up. And I was like, but what if it's a good demo tape? He was like, it's not, trust me. And I was like, okay, sorry.
I had a demo tape here. That shit happens everywhere. I got gas somewhere. It was one of like prescriptions fans or whatever. I was at a Sefco, and he's like, everybody like calls me Skeleton instead of Skellington, but they'll be like, hey, Skeleton. Hey, my boy Script. I'm like, are you talking, bro? Like, what do you need? And he's like, check it out. And he gave me his demo, and then I put it in our car, and then she called me. She's like, what the fuck is in the car?
I think it had like a bunch of like naked chicks on it or something.
Yeah.
Like, super weird. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, and his rap was all just like, oh, pussy hoe, like
Pussy hoe.
money shit, you know.
However you want to express yourself.
I checked it out though, dude.
I want a shirt that says that now.
Yeah, pussy hoe.
Well, let's get to know Ann.
Yeah.
All right, so you do a bunch of things. What do you want to start with? Music?
Sure, music. Why not?
All right, let's talk about your music.
Man, I don't know about my music. I do open mic nights at Classy Glass.
You perform at East Side Market sometimes.
I did that, yeah. And then I was in a band like probably in December to like a couple of months ago, and then that our lead like moved away, so
The Corona.
That's the tea. The lead moved
he
away.
moved away, and so like took the music with him.
Damn.
We were really good and wanted to play a show, and that's not gonna happen. But
Damn,
now I'm in
that
another band that just started like last week.
Well, that's good.
So
Nice.
doing
Cool.
that.
How would you describe your music?
Well, my music is
I can actually play a little clip right here.
I don't like you, but I love you. Seems that I'm always thinking of you. Oh, you treat me badly. I love you madly. You really got a hold on me.
Ooh.
exciting.
So now you actually got that career.
How
I don't know what clip that was.
I'll find it.
I do like, I don't know, I'm really into like folky country soul things, but like the band I'm in is doing like emo
Yeah.
shoegaze.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Make America emo again.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Sad
You said
folky
emo
music.
slash what?
Shoegaze.
What is
Like, just,
shoegaze?
like, heavy, slow, sad boy music.
Oh,
love
I guess
it.
it would. I guess the name speaks for itself to be like shoegaze.
So like dream pop, I guess, would be the happier version of it. I don't know if you're, I don't know,
Yeah.
all those genres.
Dream pop.
The
It's more
subgenres.
like
I don't know. I kind of got away from the emo genre whenever I got out of college, and I moved more towards like, I don't know what you would call it. They call it like Southern Gothic folk.
Yes.
Like I love that
Yes.
stuff. That stuff is cool to me because it also leads itself into like bluegrass, which is what I grew up
Absolutely.
with. So yeah, what?
You're fired.
It is really
Southern-
awesome stuff.
Southern Gothic folk.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful, and like people have these like very soulful voices that they just. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I still like emo. I still like all of that stuff. I just.
I'm just trying to
I
picture what
honestly
that
don't
sounds
know.
like
I don't know.
Evanescence
Yeah.
with
there's
like
there's a channel
a-
on Spotify.
a fucking
Okay.
Gothic.
I'll show you.
lap guitar.
I'll show you some stuff. I'll show you some
Show
stuff.
me the good
It's-
stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, anytime I listen to it, I'm just instantly like, oh, I feel like I'm in True Blood right now.
Does anybody have like a specific artist or something that when it comes on, it's like kind of embarrassing that you like it, but like you fucking love it?
Oh yeah.
Really into Taylor Swift right now.
Are you? Nice.
Man, I love that new album.
I don't know if I'm
Mine's
ever embarrassed.
But yeah,
I'll listen to
I
that.
love it.
Like anything totally out of the norm for you?
I don't know. Is Dracula Spectacular out of the norm?
No, that's normal for you. You're just
Uh,
weird.
I mean, I'll throw on Flow Rider because every time
Oh.
she hears it, She'll come in like shaking her ass and fucking dropping it low.
Watch me shake my butt.
I'm not really embarrassed about it, but it is not my style of music. I just recently got into this girl rapper named Ashinikyo. She's just this cute little white girl, and she's got like flaming blue hair, and she raps, sings.
What the fuck's her name?
Ashinikyo. I'll have to show her to you. Yeah, she's crazy as hell.
Those, like girls that like wear the pink wigs or whatever, and they're like,
she definitely looks like
the Japanese thing.
Yeah, like the kawaii girls. Like that's what she looks like. But she
kawaii.
Raps, and it's actually like really good stuff.
What
like
she rap about?
It's mostly angry girl rap. Like one of the lines that she talks about
her
is
boyfriend doesn't put the toilet seat down. Like
no, it's like one of the songs that got popular because I guess she got discovered on TikTok, where she just talks about one of the lines is "stupid boy think that I need him," and it just keeps going. Like it's just angry girl rap, not rock, but
angry independent woman rap.
Yeah, and that's really out of the norm for me.
I'm gonna start an angry boy rap band.
I would have to say probably John Legend. I fucking love me.
But he's got such a nice voice. Like it's so hard to not listen to John Legend.
Not like embarrassed. It's just
out of the norm.
So out of the norm for me. Yeah. Like I don't listen to anything else like that. No similar artists to him even. Just John Legend.
I listen to everything. Like you could go through my Spotify and be like,
same.
Who are you?
Same. So that's cool. So you got a new band, and are they kind of in the same genre that you were in, like with the folk kind of? Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Are you not listening, Jordan?
I am listening. I forgot. It's been a long day.
But like our bass player is like heavy into country.
Oh, okay.
But, like also heavy metal. Like he's just a great musician.
Is it Corey Zimmerman?
No, it's not. It's Kevin Hutchinson. But yeah, Corey Zimmerman. I know him.
Yeah, he plays with me and Prescription and a bunch of other people.
He plays with Prescription?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And Z0 and every other band that needs a bass player around here. Shout out to Corey.
So when you go to the open mics, are you singing like original stuff or are you doing covers?
So I've done both, and I'll play ukulele. I started playing so I could sing because that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
And then so I'll do covers. I've done my own stuff.
Okay.
But you play ukulele?
Yeah.
Have you sung Over the Rainbow?
No.
Oh, come on. That's classic.
What songs do you cover?
I do like a bunch of sad songs that
like Hurt from Nine Inch Nails?
No, like In the Morning by Nicole Reynolds. Like people don't know a lot of this stuff.
Hey, don't worry. The only song that I learned on a ukulele was a Billie Eilish song, so I can't say anything. So
last time I went,
you sing a bad guy in your room.
Oh yeah.
No, it's the only song she has with a ukulele, so that's why.
What about your art?
My art?
How would you describe it?
Random. Like I just make stuff when I feel like it. A lot of journaling, and I call it like my book of trash, and it's very big, and I pick stuff up off the street that's torn up.
Yeah.
Like I have random things or like drawings that me and my friends have done.
That's cool.
Painting, I don't know, watercolors.
It's like a crafts hoarder.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm the same way.
I just love
I keep everything that's like podcast oriented.
Exactly.
I keep it.
And then like my room looks like this, like just I love art. Like I love art. I don't feel like I'm an artist. Like it just inspires me, and I like to create. So
yeah,
I like.
That's the truest form, though.
Yeah.
So our last podcast, we talked about naming your car, and for some fucking reason, everyone felt like they need to tell us what the name of their car is. I feel like we should add that to the Who the Hell Are You?
Do you have a name for your car?
Do you have a name for your car?
I don't.
I don't either.
I feel like I could try to make one up real quick.
I don't either, but a lot of people do.
I called the truck Count Truckula.
Nice.
You ride Edna, right?
Yeah, I got Edna.
She's all about that Edna.
I got her oil changed and I got her air filter changed this morning. And the girl, like, there was a girl changing the oil and she pulled the air filter out and she goes, I think you need to change your air filter. And it was just like full of leaves and dirt and stuff. No. And I was like, yeah, go ahead and do that, please. I was like, I'm sorry, Edna, you couldn't breathe. You were choking.
Yeah. I don't have a name for my car.
I don't either. I never have. I don't get it.
Yeah. I had my bicycle. Like, my bike was Murphy. That's
okay.
That's cute.
I had a crazy aunt. Oh, she's still alive. I have a crazy aunt, Sandy. And when I was
R.I.P.?
little, she had a big banana boat fucking car from like the 60s.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, I thought it was the weirdest shit. She called it, what's the last guy? Dean. Like James Dean. Mm-hmm. She called it Dean. And she had this big antler, right? And I never knew why. It was like jammed in between her seat and the little console thing. And it was a knife for her.
Oh.
It was crazy. It was like, that was the handle of it. But she'd threaten her car. She'd like try to start it and be like, gag, 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 gag. She'd be like, Dean!
I thought it was.
Oh my God. And I'm like, what's happening right now? She'd punch the steering wheel and like do all kinds of weird like things. She'd like flip coins and like just do like like legit weird like she had like things she would punch like to do different things.
Yeah.
And then it would start up.
That's so weird.
Shout out to Aunt Sandy.
Yes.
That's cool. That's interesting.
So why are you digging Waco again since you've been back?
There's just lots of cool things happening now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are here.
Boom.
Quite the
Exciting
shift.
Yeah. Keep Waco Loud brings cool music.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Eastside Market. Yeah, I know, like lots of shows. Black Daisy Boutique.
Stephanie.
Lots of cool things happening.
Hell yeah.
All the restaurants and cool bars.
I know there's things opening, it seems like, every other week.
Yeah.
And even during a pandemic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
How was the quarantine for you?
I kept working. I was essential, so.
What do you do?
I bake, make cakes and biscuits and things.
Awesome.
So I was off for like 2 weeks, and that was like really nice to
Yeah.
not do anything.
Yeah.
Felt like I had my vibe going.
Yeah.
And I was like back to work, and
Damn.
but like couldn't go anywhere or do anything. So that was really weird. But
Where do you bake?
I'd rather not say.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll keep it on the DL. I'm so nosy.
We're explicit.
No.
I know. I'm just nosy. I'm like, I just want to know all these things. Like last week when Kemar was talking about the presidents, I'm like, tell me who it is.
Yeah.
Tell me. Or I guess Script was in here one day and he was talking about, he's kind of hanging out with some high profile like rappers, and I'm like, tell me who they are. I need to know. Like, it makes any difference to my life, but I want to know this information.
I've worked for companies where I can't say like whose parties I'm working for.
That's awesome.
Like I've worked in catering and like for a long time and something.
She's probably done some stuff for somebody named Chip or maybe
not.
Joe.
I want to get to that level where like your caterers can't even say they catered for you.
Yeah.
That's
Not
pretty
me.
cool.
Keeping it on the streets.
Yes.
We got to get that name dropping happening. Yeah.
Are you guys still not getting recognized around town? Or
No.
No?
Nobody ever recognizes me.
How? You've got bright ass purple hair.
I don't know. I never, like anytime that we do things as a podcast, nobody recognizes that I'm with you. Like, it's mostly like they recognize you,
No.
but not me.
No.
I think it's true. It's okay though. I'm not doing this for the fame.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this because I love it.
I think it's weird. Like, I don't think people know who I am, and then I go somewhere and they're like, "Hey, Ann."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't miss you. You got the
Yeah.
bright town. I saw you. Where were we? Were you at Eastside? Yeah, I think we were at Eastside. You had like you had like a crazy outfit going on, and you had your mask. It was like, but I saw your hair. I was like, "What up, Ann?"
Yeah.
Is that your natural hair color? No. Okay, because I was about to say, oh man, I'm jealous. That's beautiful.
It's not. Nope.
I love it.
I wish.
That's great.
Yeah.
So how's the love life here in Waco?
It really is lame. For for me, anyway. No, it's fine. I've met like some cool people, but like nothing's worked out. And then I've met some not so cool people.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I feel like dating is, especially right now.
Right now, it's really weird. I've been doing this thing where I like talk to them for a little while, and then like you meet up, and then you're like, so we're taking the masks off now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So.
Yeah. I love whenever somebody says that they have a date and the immediate question is, oh, is it in person or virtual? Like, and that's so strange to me. I'm just like,
Oh, virtual date? I didn't even think about that.
yeah, like
You
doing it through
Zoom dating?
Yeah, like Skype or something. And I'm just like,
So weird.
I mean, I guess it's cool because you're actually getting to know a person before you like meet up with them. But at the same time, it's like, I like to have that. Well, I was about to say that physical interaction, and then I was like, no, that's not what I meant.
We've heard about her airplane shenanigans.
Oh, I'm so mad that I let that slip. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I'd had too much rum at that point. Oscar never let me go. He's never going to let me down on that.
Funny.
And if you hadn't seen that episode, she banged some dude she just met in a bathroom at an
We
airport.
had talked for several hours before it happened. All right. Jesus Christ. Well, it was funny because we were watching James Bond and, you know, the ones with Sean Connery. And within like 5 minutes of meeting a woman, they're like, oh, yes, Mr. Bond, Mr. Bond. And then like, you know, the next scene they're having sex. And I was like, that's just atrocious. He just met her. And like, he looked over at me and he was like, airplane bathroom. And I was like, okay, shut up.
All right.
Nobody asked you.
We got time for an ad?
Sure. This episode is brought to you. I was trying to do it without looking at it. This episode is brought to you by Skellington Curiosities. Skellington Curiosities is the only curiosities and oddities shop full of, in Waco, Texas, full of clothing, lingerie, accessories, oddities, and everyday curiosities. A spooky vibe 365. Visit us online at skellingtoncuriosities.com. I got ahead of myself.
We got events coming up. Always.
Yeah. Always. Well, this is going to air after Black Friday, but we're doing Black Friday.
Doing a sip and shop.
Yep. And we've got crystals and cocktails after that, I think, on the 5th.
And I think we'll be at a couple markets too.
Yes,
I know Rogue
we're
Media
doing Rogue
is
Media
doing
Market
one.
on the 11th.
Really? I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And there's a winter market, I believe. And then we're going to have a New Year's market.
Yes.
But our market,
27th.
we're going to step it up when we have a bunch of new, cool, exciting features that I'm not going to tell you.
Cool, new, exciting features.
We're trying to make this shit like a fucking carnival.
Party.
Have you been to one of our markets lately?
I have.
Yeah, we got the little sideshow stage provided by Keep Waco Loud.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so let's definitely get into this dating thing. I didn't even think about like
Yeah.
a Zoom. How many of these like little? Is that what you do? Is it Zoom?
No, I have never Zoom dated.
Oh, okay. You just like Facebook
like-
video chat.
Yeah, or not even, just like messaging and then eventually meet up somewhere.
Oh, okay. So you're not actually like virtual.
No.
Virtual date.
No,
Oh, okay,
no.
that makes more sense.
I would,
I couldn't
a little
imagine.
bit.
I'm like a soulless husk. When I'm not like, I couldn't
Which
imagine.
is weird because you love being on camera. So it would be.
I don't say I would love being on camera, but I'm comfortable being on camera.
So then why would you be uncomfortable being on camera during a date?
Because like when you're on like a Zoom or even like when my mom calls me on Facebook Messenger, like it's awkward to me for some reason.
I feel like I'm just looking at myself the whole time, being like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
right.
Am I at the right angle?
Yeah.
Plus, my mom always like fucking criticizes the fuck out of me. What's up with your hair?
Yeah.
You ate too much.
I don't know. I've had a lot of long distance relationships that are made through Skype, and so to me, it's not so strange. Like after a while, you get tired of it, and
Yeah.
if you were Skyping with somebody that was in the same town as you, that would be frustrating to be like, well, we can't meet up because of COVID or whatever. That's frustrating, but you know, I don't know. To me, it's a cool way to get to know someone, and it's a cool way to, you know, be able to interact without having to actually meet up. Although eventually at some point you'd be like, okay, we have to go get a drink or something because, you know, getting all gussied up to stay in my house is a little silly.
Jacking off on camera.
I would hope it would not lead to that, like, you know, within like the first virtual date that you go to.
You're asking to do it.
We didn't like date because we met on Plenty of Fish way back in the day.
Yeah.
But like our whole thing was like, we're not gonna like do this like virtual thing forever. She was living in Frisco and I was in the East Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So how long before y'all met then?
It was like,
I think it was like 6 weeks or something.
no, it was like 2 weeks.
No.
It was like 2 weeks.
It's okay to admit that you were excited, Kylie. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll meet in the middle and say 4.
Yeah.
Deal.
Sure.
Yeah. God, dating websites are the worst. They're the freaking worst. I've had the worst dates from dating websites. And it's one of those things where, you know, everybody's putting their best foot forward because they want to impress you and they want it to, you know, to come off as being this.
I didn't do that though. Like, well, maybe a little bit with her, but like when I went on other dates on other sites and stuff, I used it like, remember I told you guys, like, I used to just, like, whoever would write me, because I was broke. I was a broke tattoo artist, and like I never had like any money. It was just always because I owned the business, so I was always just paying overhead for everything. So I'd go on there and somebody'd be like, "Hey, you're cute." You know, it was always like the same questions, like, "Oh, how many tattoos do you have?" I'm like, "Oh, 34." You know, like, you know. But I would get them to buy me dinner. That was my thing. I'd be like I would say like I would take you out, but I'm broke as fuck, so like, you know, whatever. And she'd be like, "Oh, I'll buy you dinner," and then I'd be like, "Okay, well, my truck doesn't have gas, so she'd be like, I'll pick you up." And then I'd be like, "It's not working out," you know, after I ate my dinner.
No, I think one of the worst dates that I ever had was with a dude who lived an hour away, and you know, at that time it was kind of like, what the hell, why not?
When you were living in the boonies?
No, yeah, when I was living with my parents, like after I first moved back to Waco, I stayed with my parents for a little while so I could like build up my credit and all of that stuff. So I went to meet this guy and he was super cute. Like probably like he was like too cute, if that makes any like, you know, there's something kind of wrong because he's just like gorgeous. He's just like absolutely Adonis body, super cute, and you're just like, what's wrong with you? And I found out because we went to eat and he was such a gentleman and he was so nice and we'd been talking for about an hour and then I could feel his hand on my leg and I was like, I don't really know what you thought this was, but I just really wanted to hang out with you and get to know you. And he was like, "Oh, really? Because like you're super hot and I live only a couple minutes." And I was like, "No, I don't think so. Like you're really cute."
He's in front of the airport guy.
Yeah, maybe.
I was a different person back then, okay? I was a bad girl. All right.
I have to say, like, my most awkward first date ever was he took me to a sushi restaurant, and I had never had sushi before.
Oh.
It was my first time having sushi. Thank God I liked it. But at the same time, sushi is such an awkward date because of how wide you have to open your mouth to get the sushi. You know, you can't like bite sushi. Yeah. It was, and just like staring at me the whole time is really like fucking creepy and
Were you
awkward.
good with the chopsticks?
Not really. Yeah. No. It wasn't great. And plus then, you know.
What's been your worst date recently?
I don't think I have bad dates. I think they just
date Ann. She always gives you a good time.
I don't know. I think it just kind of falls off and then whatever. But no, I think I'm just awkward enough. Like the dates are always awkward, I guess.
Aww.
Do you live comfortably in the awkwardness though?
I try to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I am. So.
Like nowadays, I mean, I would
also
imagine.
Don't really go on dates. I guess I don't know or consider them dates. Like I'm like.
Well, what do you do? Like if you meet
it.
Oh, okay.
Like,
that's a date.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
I feel like I've never dated either. Like this is my first time in my life where I'm ever like dating. I was always just in relationships with people, like a 5-year relationship, then an 8-year relationship, and then now I've been single for like 3 years, and that's been
Okay.
cool.
So you're just a serial monogamist,
Just
is
now
all.
dating.
Yeah.
I don't like it because
Yeah.
I get attached really.
Yeah.
easily.
I'm like, yeah, yeah.
But
I get
really
that.
good friends. So.
That's cool.
Don't feel sad for me.
Hey, you know what? To each their own. Whatever makes them happy.
Yeah.
But if you want to take me out on a date,
Hit her up.
Hit her up.
Dude,
Hit her
it's so
up.
funny. Like, I don't date because we've been married for like 5
Yeah.
years.
I hope so.
But it's like when we moved here, I feel like trying to find new friends is similar to dating.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like so awkward. Like, who's gonna ask for whose number? And like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I remember when you met Serena,
Oh yeah.
you're like, I asked for her number, but it kind of seemed weird. I don't know.
Should I wait? Should I text her? I don't know.
I like never ask for numbers.
Yeah.
And then people ask me, I'm like, oh, you want to be friends? That's how this works.
Yeah, but in that same regard, I think the worst breakup I've ever had was with a girl, like a best friend that I had, and there like personal drama going on with me and my husband at the time, and it was basically a choose me or her situation, and so I loyally told her that I couldn't see her anymore, and like we sat in a tea shop and we were just bawling our eyes out. We were just like, I'm gonna miss you too, and just like it was ridiculous.
Jesus.
And I didn't ever get over it until she messaged me like I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and was like, hey, I know I'm not supposed to talk to you. And I was like, girl, we're getting divorced. You can talk to me all you want. I've missed you so much. So yeah, to me, breakups are bad, but like friendship, like good friendship breakups, that's the worst. That's the worst.
It'd be so weird as a dude. Like if you were like, I don't want you to hang out with John Gotti anymore.
There are people.
Like, we got to go have tea, John.
People are like that. People are like that. They're like, never me.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is very strange.
I don't think I've ever done that. Have you ever done that?
Told someone they can't hang out with someone?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got people that like, because people like hit on Kylie or kind of they'll hang out, that I get annoyed with, but I wouldn't tell her like you can't ever like be around that person or anything. You know what I mean? That's just weird.
Well, it's just a major sign of distrust. Like, and people always say, "Oh, well, it's not you, it's them," and it's like, no, it's the whole thing. Like, if you didn't trust them, but you trusted me, you wouldn't care what I did. You would care what they did.
Right.
So, yeah, that's just the ultimate sign of like just a little bit too much control.
Yeah.
So,
See, I trust your ass.
Thanks. I trust yours too.
What a healthy relationship.
Yeah, I mean, with her, like the reason I fell in love with her right away is because we're so similar. Yeah. I always kind of thought like, oh, you don't want to find somebody too similar to yourself because then you get bored. Yeah. But like all the other, I've dated like preppy girls and all kinds of other different kind of girls, and like it was always like friction. You know what I mean? And it's like I get in the car and she's blasting A Day to Remember or something. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
It's because you like the things the way that you like them. It's like
well, I don't
way.
like. Yeah.
And when my way is also your way and your way is my way, then we don't have sex. You know what I mean?
The only thing we ever butted heads on is she's a communicator and I'm better now, but
he's way better now.
But in the beginning, I was like,
I don't want to talk about my feelings.
Relentless.
Talk about it.
Oh, I am too.
Me too.
No, I mean I love it because it's like it shows me like that she cares.
Yeah.
But yeah, it took me a while to get used to because we would fight and then I'm used to telling people to fuck off and then I wouldn't talk. I'm one of those guys that like I won't talk to you for like 3 days.
I don't like going to bed mad.
She wouldn't let it go for like 15 minutes.
I will not let you sleep until we talk.
No, I'm the same exact way. And Oscar is, I'm sorry, but you are. He is such shit about talking about things that bother him, especially when it comes to like his mom or family things. And I have to just be like, look, I'm not saying that I can solve the problem, but I need you to tell me that it's not me, okay? I need to know that you're not mad at me. And he's always like, I'm not mad at you. It's something my mom said. And I'm like, okay, we can go now. It's all good.
We got time for another ad.
Yeah. This episode is also brought to you by Mod Ministry. Mod Ministry merch creates for the edgy woman, the kind of woman who works hard but plays much harder, who embraces femininity but tests the societal limits. We are not for the faint of heart. We are bold. We are beautiful. Check out Mod Ministry Etsy page for handmade lingerie. 5-star rated seller since 2014.
Boom. Strap it on. We had our last market and I hung the Mod Ministry banner.
Yeah.
It's got a cute little
cartoon purple chick with like pasties on her nipples.
Yeah.
I was hanging it up. I was like, I wonder if I'm going to hear shit about this. But props to the community for not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think anybody that would be like, that's inappropriate. Like, come on. Do you like
her nips
really?
Are covered, okay.
I did have to change.
It's just boobs.
I took WAP. I have a metal cover of WAP. Nice. I took that off the playlist because we have this big loudspeaker. Yeah, because at the last market, especially the market before last, there was like tons of little kids.
Yeah.
And then I was inside the store.
That's exactly what happened.
WAP came out, and then I just saw like my
everybody starts running towards the speaker.
They're running to go turn it off. People are like holding their kids' ears.
I was sitting at Cassie's table, and I heard that song, and I turned around, and I just it was just like a flood of people trying to get to the speaker, and I was like, I wonder if they're gonna change that.
Yeah, I put Savage on the playlist system that shake. Oh, he's like, oh shit, shake your ass.
Oh,
or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I saw parents kind of eyeballing me, but whatever.
Yeah, people who get all like squeamish about that stuff, like if they see like too much cleavage and they get all like, that's inappropriate. Like, you have boobs. Why are you freaking out about boobs?
Cleavage.
It's like I love erotic art too.
Yeah.
Yes, me too.
And
definitely.
Yeah, the U.S. is like super uptight about it.
They're uptight about everything.
Yeah, if you see like all the European shit, you're like, it'd be like coffee ad, just naked, broad, tits out, holding a couple cans of Folgers or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's because we just over-sexualize the boobs. That's all. But in the same breath, you have the people who are like, ooh, boobs, they're so hot. Like any commercial or poster that's got boobs. But then as soon as they see some mom breastfeeding her kid, cover that up. That's disgusting. And you're like, shameful. That's what they're there for. Like, get over yourself. Go home and jack off. Like, get away from me. You got a problem with it.
Times are changing though. Like some of the stuff I see like on like Hulu ads and like just TV shows in general, I'm like, yeah, this would never fly like when I was growing up.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Like in a weird way, like in the back of my head, I'm like, is this like the end? You know what I mean? Like what? Like, you know what I mean? Like you hear all the stories about like Sodom and Gomorrah and like all this like stuff. Like at a certain point, like when things get to a point where there's no more morals or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
everyone's fucking each other.
Yeah. And it's gonna look.
But like even where we were watching fucking American Horror Story. It's on Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Anybody can watch it.
Yeah.
But you watch the Vampire Hotel episode and there's like some straight like just softcore porn going down.
Yeah.
But that's why
Lady
everyone's
Gaga's
like moving to like Netflix and Hulu, because you can do whatever you want. Like,
yeah. I don't know. To me it's all art to me, and I feel like in some ways it can be inappropriate, but I feel like in other ways it's somebody expressing themselves in a sexual way, and it shouldn't be made out to be like, oh, that's just terrible. To me it's just more of like, maybe you should get over it,
or it's not.
Maybe you should not be
carry on.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe you should get over it.
Well, it's getting towards the midnight hour. Some shout outs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Shout out to everybody that bought a box of my chocolates. I'm just like flabbergasted. I really am, because I went in. I'm flabbergasted. I just had no idea. I really just came up with this by the seat of my pants, and it's just been this really cool experience watching everyone be so supportive and so helpful, and really just I don't know, propping me up, which is very strange because, you know, I've had a good support system for most of my life, but now coming to a place where I have like a tribe of people that are ready to support me no matter what I do. Like I could be like, I'm going to start, you know, doing taxidermy full time, and everyone would be like, yeah, taxidermy, cool, super cool. But I'm doing chocolates, and so I'm super excited and happy, and I'm hoping that it'll just this momentum will keep going. So I have some really cool stuff coming soon. So
Her chocolates are fucking delicious.
thank you.
I want to give a shout out to Kate Ramirez. She's
Yes.
battling some cancer issues right now. And there's a GoFundMe for Kate. If you follow Kate Ramirez on Facebook or Instagram, she is the wife of Armando Ramirez, the comic book artist. He's been on our show many times.
Yep.
She's the sweetest soul on the planet.
I know.
So
That's
she
not
owns-
fair sometimes.
Yeah, she owns LaSalle Shops. So if you're in Waco, please visit LaSalle
shop.
Shops.
yeah,
Shop there.
we love you, Katie Bones.
And we hope you have a speedy recovery.
Kick its ass.
So Kate is not the only one battling cancer. We
Mr.
also
Mike
know,
Mann.
Mr. Mikey Mann, the crooked beard, who was also on the show.
You can see
Is
some of his
battling
weaponry
cancer.
behind Ann.
So shout out to you, dude. You keep rocking it. He already beat cancer once. He can do it again.
Yes, he can.
And he's been doing good. He wasn't able to do his chemo treatment because he was in a weakened state, but he's gotten to the point where he can do his chemo. So,
Yes.
keep kicking ass,
Also,
bro.
shout out to Danielle from Don't Eat Beads. Her dog is battling cancer.
Aww.
So poor puppy, but he just started chemo, and I guess he's doing well.
I didn't
So
even know they had doggy
they have
chemo.
doggy chemo.
There you
I didn't know that
go.
either. So that's
All
awesome.
right, cool.
But shout out to all those cancer fighters. Keep fighting.
And our fish passed away
Oh,
officially.
shout out to Redness. Yeah.
So we're ending it on a downer.
Bring us up. Bring us up.
I'm gonna shout out all the small businesses in Waco that I
Yes.
love.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
So like Black Daisy Boutique, One Day, Yaki Food Truck, Brotherwell, Waco Ale. I don't know who else I'm missing, but
You got Waco Axe
Skellington
Company,
Curiosities, Waco Axe Company.
Yeah.
Union Hall.
Yep, a whole bunch of good Coco Ramen.
Oh, yeah.
And I would say, I mean, this is coming out after Black Friday, but it still applies to the holiday season. Shop local,
Yes.
please. Those big corporations don't need your money. I promise. They're going to get bailouts. These people who are putting their lifeblood and sweat and tears into their businesses, support them, please, because they need it, especially for the holiday season. So shop local. Okay.
100%.
And if you come to our shop, we have local artists perform too at our sips and shops and stuff.
Yep.
Last time we had Isis Lee.
Yeah.
You may see Ann soon. You may see T. Aguilar.
Yeah.
Yes. There we
You
go.
never know. So, all right, guys. Till next time.
Bye.